Hello and welcome to the Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight. I am James Lott Jr. here on JLJ Media, and you're probably thinking, okay, so this show is not a recap show. You probably saw some of the ads, but because of other stuff we'll talk about in a second, this is going to be now the recap place also, in addition to other things, while Bold and Beautiful is back on CBS. The Bold is back. We love it. And I brought two people, of course, that you know, if you're in the Bold and Beautiful universe, which I'll talk about that in a second too. To my left, right, something like that. Is my Bold Breakdown co-star and my buddy, of course, you know her, Miss Tami Goveia. And then below, I think, or above, or sides, or whatever, my other buddy who's been on here and does the Bold and Beautiful podcast, my girl, Amanda Russ. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Welcome, ladies. Don't do some, as a friend of ours said, do a little few church announcements first. So we are here on JLJ Media. AfterBuzz TV is down at the moment until further notice. You know I'm shady Sunday. So it's down at the moment. I have no idea when it's coming back, but Bold Breakdown is done. I left AfterBuzz TV, it's done, so that's not going to happen anymore. Thank you for supporting us for the last 4 years on that show. But this show is going to become the place for any kind of recap action. In addition, I'm still do the interviews and things like that also. Plus, I have Bold and Beautiful Rewind for all you listeners out there. And that will be spotlighting different things I do on that show too. So I have changed the page on Facebook. It is now the Bold and Beautiful Universe.
Yay.
Universe. So all things bold in the universe will be under that umbrella. And so just go ahead and like that page and follow it. And you can follow this podcast and all others on JLJ Media across every streaming service on earth and JLJ Media on YouTube. Once you do that. Dishin Days is returning. So all you AfterBuzz fans who love Days of Our Lives, this is where Tami and I got our starts from. Dishin Days is returning today, and I will be on. I'm coming on to help them launch their channel. That's at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On their channel now is Dishin Days. So go to YouTube, subscribe there. Follow them on social media at Dishin Days _Dishin Days on Twitter because the @ is implied. And that's on there. And so you go ahead and watch them there. But I will be on today to join them and help usher that out. GH Spotlight, there's no GH report. That's down for now. But I have talked to Carla and Frank. And so GH Spotlight may be the place for that also whenever GH returns. It's not, I think they're filming right now, but they're not back yet. So just stay tuned.
Yeah.
They're filming. So that. And YN Army Spotlight will continue to stay here. Check out my interview with Eva LaRue. It's a great interview, and she drops a bombshell that she only gave to me on that interview. And it's not good, but I mean it's a good bombshell, but it's not good news. It's like it's not good, but it's very interesting. So, and she's been around for like 20-something years in the business. We talked. I love her. YN Army Spotlight, JLJ Media. I know there's a Restless Rap still happening on Rachel's page on YouTube on Facebook. You can check it out if you want to. My tea from my Forrester Creations mug that Amanda got me. I like to
Yeah, and I would just send Tami one.
I know Tammy's one now too. We can all have our mugs.
Yeah, we all need one.
I love it.
We do. I love it. And lastly, Studio City, the after show I do for it on JLJ Media. Also, great interview with Sarah Joy Brown. Sarah Joy Brown is the ball. I love her. After this interview, I filmed with her all over again. It's a great interview. I have Chica Darbro on there from Days of Our Lives. I'm talking to many of the stars from the show and recapping it, and that's on JLJ Media also. So make sure you check us out. I think it's all your soapy goodness. I think it's everything. Big goodness. Also, just want to give a little sad shout out to 3 people, because it happens in threes, me and Tami were talking about. We lost Regis Philbin, which is a major loss in our industry. I mean, I loved Regis. Olivia de Havilland, I mean, the Grande Dame at 104 years old. Wow.
She just celebrated her birthday too.
Celebrated her birthday.
Yeah.
And John Saxon. So we give to their families. Sorry to hear that. And Scott Clifton celebrates 10 years on B&B.
Wow.
Time goes by fast, doesn't it? It goes by fast.
That kind of blew me away.
I was like 10 because he was on GH before that.
That's where I remember him. I mean, that's how I was introduced to him, was through GH.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like 10 years on Bold, but that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So that's 2010. Okay, yeah, 2010. Wow. I mean, 2010, I mean, that was 10 years ago. I'm like, that was 10 years ago. I'm like, that's weird too. We're in 2020. What's going on here?
Yeah, time goes by super fast, doesn't it?
Faster and faster. The older we get, the faster it goes.
It's very true. So what do we think about Bold is back, bitches? It's back. So
Yay.
overall, what did we think, ladies? Let's go first. Please go first.
Amanda, take it
Well,
away.
I thought that it was really good, surprising, and last time that me and James talked, we were talking about they might skip ahead a year, but I was kind of relieved they didn't.
Yes.
Because then you would be like, what did Wyatt see, people? But yeah, I thought it was really good. I was excited that it came back.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, thinking that they might have skipped a year like Days did. I'm kind of hoping none of the soaps copy that, because
Right.
it's not original anymore.
No.
You know, it's like, don't be a copycat. Figure something else out. So I agree with you, Amanda. It's like, I'm glad they didn't do that. And like you said as well, there was a moment where I was like, what? So yeah.
Yeah.
And James knows I love being surprised on soaps, because it's hard. You can kind of predict like, he's going to do this or she's going to do that. So when I get those gold moments of like, I'm like so happy. So
Where they actually get you.
yes.
Like I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I agree with both of you. It was very much, it went faster than I thought it was going to go. I mean, they said, okay, we're going to go right into the storyline. And I was like, oh, okay. So this is how we're going to talk about it, of course. So it was just kind of like, oh, they're doing that. Oh, okay. Oh, they went that direction. Oh, okay. Oh, they're going to reveal that. Oh, okay. I mean, it was like, oh, okay. It's not like you guys was like, that's what I was doing the whole week.
Do you know how far in advance they filmed?
I know nothing.
Have no idea.
Seriously, I know nothing. And I was like, and I talked to Eva, and she was like, oh, we got another week of new episodes. I'm like, oh, I thought it was just 1 week. So this week is another new week of episodes.
Okay.
So I know some were filmed beforehand, and they're interspersed with some they filmed since. And you can tell which one they filmed since, because they really, the one thing I wanted to say, there's times when I couldn't tell, and there's times I could tell, but it wasn't bad. It was like, they socially distanced. They're around the table. They were over here. They're over here. It was like they did a really good job in not making it seem.
Someone's by the radiator while the other one's on the other side of the room.
Yes, exactly. No, but it's like, but it wasn't that bad, right? It's like you can kind of go with that.
I didn't even think about that. I thought these episodes were older, like filmed before this whole thing. So these were actually filmed. Some of these were actually filmed.
It's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
I read that the Steffi motorcycle scenes were filmed already.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the other ones, which ones were which.
It's kind of a great thing. Because I did hear, I think when we first saw Carter and Katie talking, that was filmed now, because they sat across the table, they were far away from each other, and it was kind of that recap of what happened. Because how about you ladies? I almost forgot what happened. I was like, what did they leave off on? I almost forgot. So I'm glad Monday they actually kind of filled this in. But and also my friend Jerry Waggett, who I do the Daytime Emmy stuff with, he says, he brought up a good point. Bold is the only soap that does sweeping B-roll shots of Los Angeles. Like, it actually has a feel of a real place. LA is a real place, of course, but you know what I mean. Like, they always do these sweeping shots.
Is it James? Is LA real?
No, but you're right. You're right about that one, girl.
I'm about.
Right about that. So Amanda's where it's real in Mississippi. She's down there where it's real.
It's real.
It's not real.
Yeah.
You're right about that, girl. You're not over here. But I was saying that none of those soaps have that feel. That Bone People does have this beautiful, luscious feel, like it's a real place, where the others are all on set. And so I think that's just something I want to bring up. They brought that. It's kind of fun. But we'll go into
General Hospital every once in a while will have those outdoor scenes. Right? They use that little park in the back of the studio to shoot Port Charles.
Frank Moran goes off on that. Oh, I laugh. Oh, he rants about that all the time. They have that one bench by those trees, that one bench where everybody the tree, they all go there. And you're like, there's a chain link fence that goes over to, I know, I've been to Prospect Studios, so I'm like, oh, I know where that is. That's over on, it's like, it's crazy.
And they used to do a lot more location shooting, like outside, with Luke and Laura when they were on their espionage adventures type of thing. But you're right, Bold is really the only one that is in a real city, so they can shoot all this footage. Amanda,
do you watch any other soaps?
I don't, actually. I used to, but I don't now.
So you don't watch Young and the Restless either. Sometimes that goes together for some people, no?
I used to a long time ago, but no, I don't watch it now.
She's a true Bold Beautiful fan, folks.
I am.
Like, I watched that show, and it's an easy show to watch, too. It's a half hour. It's what, 20 minutes. You're like, you're done every day.
Yeah.
I think, okay, girl. You're like, okay. So, okay.
Did you watch Guiding Light?
I used to love Guiding Light.
If y'all remember, Guiding Light used to go, especially towards the end, they used to go out and about.
They did. They filmed in Connecticut, New Jersey. They filmed. Yeah, they did film out. It didn't save the show, but they did try it.
Right.
They did try it.
I love that show.
Are you watching The Locker Room? All his reunions, Amanda?
I haven't seen all of them.
Oh my gosh,
They're
have to.
So good. You'll die. You'll die. But you had Josh and Reva on the other.
I gotta check those out.
No, Alan Locker,
Absolutely.
a friend of mine. He used to work on General Hospital and As World Turns. And so he's been getting these incredible casts together from As World Turns and General Hospital in the same Zoom. It's been amazing.
I gotta watch that.
Yes. It's The Locker Room. That's LOCHNER, folks out there who are LOCHER room. So folks out there, it's on YouTube. Seriously, you will die. Seeing people how they look like now and everything, it's a trip. It's a trip.
I was a big As the World Turns fan too.
That's a go to me too. I used to interview Martha Burns, so that was like my and Elizabeth Hubbard. So that was like my dream. That was my dream. Get to meet them. So Lucinda and Lily. But anyways, we digress. But yes, it's like
we digress.
We
just love soaps.
We do whatever we want. It's all soaps, folks. Who cares? It's all soaps. We love it. But so with Monday was very interesting because we're all waiting to see what's going to happen. And Monday literally was a recap day, basically, interspersed with seeing Carter leading off with Lawrence St. Victor. Hello, Lawrence St. Victor. We love him. Leading off the charge. Just like, oh. I mean, and what do we think? Do we think there's going to be a Carter-Katie thing going on? What do we think?
I wish. I love Carter. He is my favorant.
I didn't know that.
I think because he's from Guiding Light, so I'm a little biased, but I love him. Love him. And Carla Mosley.
Yes, I love them. I interviewed them. They're great.
Right. And they have a cute little show on that's funny. Yeah,
Weblocks?
I think it's Weblock. Yeah, Weblock. And I don't understand why he doesn't have a bigger story on the show because I love Carter.
Well, Tami and I have said that before on our Bold breakdown many times. Like, why?
All the time.
He's the right age group.
Uh-huh.
You can act.
Yeah, very.
I mean, look at Amanda down there. Okay, girl. Like, yes,
very, yeah.
But he is, and the thing is, he also can act, and he's appropriate age group. There's so many women he could be tethered to. I mean, I could totally.
I wanted him with Steffi.
People like that. I know. People want that.
I thought that would have been good.
We even paired him with Brooke.
We did.
Oh no.
That's not
He keeps boomering.
Oh no.
She keeps boomeranging between Bill and Ridge and Bill and Ridge and Bill and Ridge.
I'm tired of that.
Like, get her out of the orbit, you know?
Yeah.
But I think we all agree that Carter Lawrence should be used more. I mean, he's always there for weddings and stuff all the time.
I know.
Divorces and weddings.
Weddings.
But I'm loving Kiara, who plays Zoe. I'm loving her hair color. Like, she totally changed up her look.
I was on another show that had a disagreement about that hair. When you bring that up.
Had a what?
A disagreement about her hair. Someone said it was a hair piece, and someone who's black said it's not a hair piece, it's her hair. It's just colored a certain way. So that was funny you mentioned her hair. That was a topic of conversation.
Yeah, I thought it was her hair.
Yeah, I thought so.
She had the bold, no pun intended, but she had the bold highlights and just lighter in general. So, and there's rumor that Zoe and Carter might be a thing.
They flirted.
She's making it very clear to Carter that her dance card is free.
Yeah.
So.
Amanda, what do you think about that, Amanda? Would you be okay with
I think that's probably gonna happen. They've been flirting for a few times actually, and then he took her home after the wedding incident. So yeah, I'm not against it.
Okay, she's not. Yeah. We're gonna go to Amanda first. We gotta make sure it's okay. Make sure it's okay. We should go with it.
I approve.
You approve. She approves. She approves.
Amanda approved. Amanda approved.
Amanda approved.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it. But now, my girl, everyone who knows me knows I love me some Denise Richards. And even though they had that cheesy background montage of Vegas, it was cheesy. They got married. They revealed that little tidbit that Ridge and Shauna are married. How do you feel about that?
Can I just say, the one thing that annoys the hell out of me in regards to Denise and her character,
yes,
is I want to not like her so much, and I can't not like her.
Right.
Because I'm Team Brooke. Like, I will always forever be on Brooke's side. But dag nabbit. Ah.
She hasn't done anything wrong, though. She hasn't done anything wrong.
She's not she's not like Quinn, where she's just conniving and mwah. She's not like that.
I love it. Amanda, how do you feel?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Like, I don't hate her or anything, but I don't really like her with Ridge because I'm Team Brooke too. But yeah, at first I really didn't like her. And I was like, this lady is a horrible person, right? but then like, she had the chance to blow everything up and she didn't. I'm like, maybe she's not so bad. But yeah. I have a question. What do y'all think about Flo?
Oh, we're gonna get to Flo in a second, because the flow's coming up, folks. Because I have a whole thing about this whole storyline that I do not like. So we're gonna get to that in a sec.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about that girl, because I'm like, I have so many comments. Oh, I got so many comments. But just to wrap it up, I love Shauna, the character of Shauna. Again, she's not like the others. You're right. She didn't do anything. She's made herself available. Nothing wrong with that. She's a single woman.
Honest with Ridge.
Yeah.
She's been so like, look, I have feelings for you. So you need to make up your mind, because I'm not a rebound girl. I'm in this for the long haul. So I really appreciated her honesty.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. He's going to hurt her. He's going to hurt.
Of course.
We're going to talk about Ridge.
Yeah. But my thing is, I think also for me, I like seeing sometimes age-appropriate romance. I have no problem saying that. I like seeing, I don't mind different ages too, that's fine, whatever. But I don't mind, I like seeing when we see she is of their age group, of Brooke and his age group. They're all hot, they all look good. Why not have a triangle of story? Why not have, I like this kind of storyline. I think, why not? I kind of like that. So, just mention that. But we'll see what happens, because it's going to be a whole big thing there, because and then now, yes, let's go into the I call the Sally character assassination storyline.
Yeah.
That includes Flo. I mean, it includes the Peloton girl, who's Dr. Escobar. She got a big role, but it's like, oh wow, go on, girl. She got a bigger role, didn't she?
Yeah.
Off that, she got a commercial, and it's like, screw that guy in that commercial. She's doing really good. But so I Flo to me is not likable anyway. I really don't care about Flo. I don't like her. They're trying to make me like her because she's a Logan girl, but whatever. But then putting her against Sally and Dr. Escobar, Dr. Escobar is whatever. But Sally, I liked Sally. I liked Sally. I was rooting for Sally. And then they literally did a 180. Sorry, they did a 180. I'm not good at math, girl. They did a 180 and now made her this like crazed, devious, desperate person. So I mean, yes, you guys, so go ahead. Go. You both take it away. Tell me what you think.
She's like the female Thomas, right?
Yes.
She's like obsessed. I do not like it because they want you to like Flo, okay? So they keep putting her in situations where she's the hero or the damsel in distress because they really want you to like her. If Quinn did this to her, it would have worked. I would have been like, Quinn, oh, poor Flo. But Sally, no, I can't feel sorry for you, Flo. I can't do it. I can't. And I love Sally.
I agree with you. Tami?
I think, James, you nailed it when you said it's a character assassination.
Uh-huh.
Sally was this independent, strong-willed, self-respecting character, and they've assassinated her, which makes me sad. However, from an actor's standpoint, Courtney, they gave her some really good stuff.
Right.
Really good stuff.
They did.
So in that regards, I'm sure as an actor, it must have been a lot of fun, and she could really sink her teeth into being this desperate, needy, pathetic character. But yeah, I did enjoy the radiator scenes though. Like I really enjoyed
there was some humor in there. There was some humor in there.
You know, it was like you're tethered by just this little piece of material. I don't understand why you can't get out of it.
Pantyhose too. I think you're just pantyhose.
Like, you're pretty limber. You can chew your way out of that.
Chew your way out. I love it. I mean, there was some comedy here too. It's just like, if you want to say this bitch is crazy to the Dr. Peloton. I'm like, first of all, that chick hit you over the head. It wasn't Sally. It was the Peloton girl who hit you over the head. And then you're talking to her like, well, talk to her. She's like, please talk. Like, talk to her. And then Peloton goes like, not me, girl. I'm just like here as a sidekick because I hit you over the head. We're going to jail. So it was kind of a comedy thing, but it wasn't funny. I was kind of laughing a little bit. But I kept writing down my notes. Ruin the character. They ruined the character. And then, oh my God, and then Sally has an app on her phone to check her ovulation. And I was like, so they're going to go that direction? The old soap trope of like, get pregnant and keep the man.
My notes. Wow. Have sex with me. It's my dying wish. Gross. That's what my notes say.
And I wrote down, I don't know if I could muster the energy with some mind. I don't know if I could. I'm a man, so I don't know if I could. But it's like, and you're wearing this sexy lingerie, and you're dying. Even when she changed her voice back and forth, I kind of laughed because she was like, yeah. And yeah, I was like,
oh wait, let me use the prop.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. So there were some moments of comedy that I'm sure wasn't on purpose, but I'm just like, because I'm hating the storyline so much. But it was fast. That's where I jumped. If you guys jumped, that's why I was like, oh, Wyatt walks in, sees the place is disheveled. Wyatt finds out. I mean, like, it all happens so fast. The whole riding on the back of the panties.
But it's not funny. But when Wyatt calls Sally and says, your walkers.
It's so bad.
Where are you without your walker?
It's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, like, unintentionally, it's so bad. I was like, oh my God.
I was literally crying, laughing. It's like, oh my God, this is so ludicrous.
It is. We got Amanda crying too down there. And that's crazy.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. I was just like, and then the little moment where she grabbed her leg and thought she knocked out Sally. I was like, oh my God. Then Sally woke up. She's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was really good because she stabbed her with, I thought, a drug of some sort. And I thought Sally was going to pass out, so the consummation thing wouldn't happen because she'd be drugged up. But that was one of those like moments when we, like you said, the writing.
When I saw that, I was like, what am I watching? What am I watching?
Yeah,
James, you're the entrepreneur.
Yes.
So you need to create a line of bold and beautiful women's underwear with please.
Help me.
Yes.
You could do please, and then another pair you could do help me.
Yeah. You know, the back of Steffi's underwear can say, you know, please forgive me, Bill.
Right, exactly, right. I mean, it was unique. Okay, you know, soaps need stuff that are unique right after a while. You need something different. It's the same 10 things you do all the time. So I will go and be positive and say that part. Just go, okay, it was something different. But they really went fast, didn't they, Amanda? They really went fast and said this storyline. I mean, Flo and Wyatt were reunited very fast, weren't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. You never know. Some stories they drag too long, and then other stories I'm like, whoa, that was like a week and it's over already. So yeah, it went fast. That's for sure.
What did the two of you think about Flo and Wyatt's reunion?
Yeah, what do you think, Amanda? You go first. What do you think?
It was dramatic.
The
slow-mo. You know, like he runs in, he gets the scissors off the shelf, it like slowly goes over, clips the pantyhose. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, it's funny because I saw they were trying to do something a little different, like the eyes lock, and then first of all, I'm like, I've never kicked down a door before in my life, so I don't know if that's easy or not. I mean, I've never done one before. I mean, like, I'm like my front door now going, I can't kick that door down. Like, I've never done it before. But he got in, and it was super melodramatic. And I thought, but then, you know, so, again, trying to do something different. Yeah. But they hugged. Or did they hug?
Yeah, they hugged,
yeah.
and
then they kissed, yeah.
So I wonder if that was filmed before or after.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Or maybe there was a clear plexiglass we didn't see.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm like, it's like, oh, they're the only ones the whole episode, the whole week that touched. You notice no one else touched the whole week.
Right.
I know. Think about it. No one else touched. No one else actually touched. When Ridge was talking to Steffi, again, that was filmed beforehand. He was sitting by her side, but I don't think he touched her. Maybe touched her hand, maybe. But I remember she was laying, but I don't think they touched. No,
yeah, Ridge touched her hand. Liam picked up Kelly.
He did that. He did pick up and put it back down. But he didn't touch Steffi that whole time. They didn't touch her. They sat across from each other on the couches.
Yeah.
So for me, it was kind of fun to watch to see what was, you know, how they do this. I couldn't help myself. I was like, how do they do this? But it looked natural. But I'm just saying, but you're right. They picked up Kelly really quick, hugged her, put her back down. That was it. But they never, those two never touched. Brooke and Rich didn't touch. They touched from side. They touched from far away. When she kind of tried to come in and plead with him, he was over there, and she was over there. And happy birthday, Captain Kelly Lang.
Yes, happy belated.
Really, I think it was yesterday or Friday or yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah.
Love Captain Kelly. Me and Tami both each have had the pleasure of interviewing her, and she's just the bomb.
Yeah, she seems so sweet.
She is. She really is. She's very fun, and I found her to be very delightful. I love that word. She's very delightful. I mean, she just she has a great laugh.
Oh yeah, that giggle. Love
the giggle. The giggle.
Love it.
Yeah. So she's cute. So he and I each have had a chance to talk to her, and she's just super sweet. Super sweet. Happy birthday to her. But she looked great. Her little short hairdo. It was like a little short. But yeah, so, and it goes back to your Ridge and Brooke stuff, because, you know, basically she's trying to talk to him, while Zoe's trying to pitch herself, for hope for the future, which I think good. Make her do some stuff. Make her not even be more than a model, and get her in there somewhere. So you both are wanting Ridge and Brooke back together. That's your end game for you guys.
I do.
Okay.
Because they if they are left to their own devices, they destroy other people. So it's just best if they stay together and leave everybody else alone.
Pretty funny. Tami?
I'm Team Brooke, but that means whatever Brooke does, I'll be okay with. But I don't like the way Ridge is treating her. I don't like the way she has to beg and plead, and like it's always her fault,
Yeah.
It's she always has to defend herself and and I think we've talked about it, James. We love her with Bill.
I'm a real fan. I like them together.
I love her with Bill. But after everything Bill has gone through with Katie, like if it doesn't work out now, that's not right. It's just not right.
Well, ladies, how do you feel about that? Should Katie take Bill back? Tell us, Amanda. Tell us, girl. I mean, because you guys are women. I'm like, I want to know what you guys think. Like, is that because again, he's like, he did her wrong again. He kissed her sister again. Right. I mean, so, but are they destiny? Are they? I mean, so Amanda, you're shaking your head stuff. So tell us what you think, girl.
Well, I think that Katie deserves better. But I also think Bill really does love Katie.
Okay.
I don't understand why he can't stay away from Brooke, but that's alarming.
No man can stay away from her. It's Brooke.
Alarming. I love it. It's alarming. I love it.
But I kind of want them together. But I also am tired of Katie getting hurt. You know?
That's where I am.
And like Tami said, the Ridge thing. Oh no. I don't understand. How is Ridge kissing Shauna, right? When they're on a break, right? How is him kissing Shauna behind her back, who is, by the way, Brooke's enemy, okay? How is that different than her kissing Bill because she was upset? How is that different?
There's that emoji.
Yeah. You're right, no matter. You're right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's hypocritical.
Yeah, and he like wants to, just leave her and hang her out and make her look bad. And I'm like, you did the same thing, right?
Yep.
Hers was one kiss. His was multiple kisses.
Okay. You're right. You're right. You're right.
In my notes,
yes.
Did Katie forgive Bill again? And then, to your point, Amanda, I mean, I think Katie's really good for Bill.
Yeah, I do too.
And he knows that. And he knows if he's with her, their family will stay together. And family is so important to him. But I liken Katie and Bill to Maggie and Victor on Days.
Days, yeah.
Or Carly and Sunny on GH. It's like you have the woman who's constantly being confronted with her husband's choices. And do you leave or do you stay? And Bill is like constantly making these choices. And so Katie, like Maggie and Carly, either needs to accept him for who he is, knowing that he will always I think he'll always come back to Katie at this point.
Oh, right.
I think.
He'll always mess up, basically.
Yeah, no question. When he was in the hospital room with Steffi, I was kind of freaking out going, oh God, our old feelings for Steffi coming back.
That's what I thought. That's the first thing I thought.
Me too.
So,
well, I wrote down, Don Diamont is so hot.
I know.
So I wrote
it's like wrong. It's wrong.
He's so
his notes. He's so hot. There you go.
There you go. I mean, Amanda, I take him back every time. He's hot.
I know.
Yeah.
When Katie says, "You make me feel like I'm always the only woman in the room."
I know. That melted in my heart too.
He's hot, you guys.
Yeah.
Not fair. Good. Not fair.
It's not like Liam.
No.
Where there's, in my mind, there's no reason to stay.
Exactly.
It's not like Wyatt. You know, it's Bill, man. Ugh.
Bill's the man. Dollar Bill's it. I'm sorry, he's it. He's it. But he unfortunately hit Steffi with his car. Or did she run into him? I'm trying to figure out. She was going fast. I wrote my notes. Why is she going so fast? When she was driving in the residential area. I'm like, okay, girl, you're going a little too fast in the middle of the day on a motorcycle. And he popped out. So that big reveal will happen, of course, this week. But we see that basically that's why he brought her in. We saw the flashbacks of kind of what happened. We get hunky new doctor. I wrote down. Dr. Finnegan. Steffi got a new cute doctor. Mm-hmm. Oh, little side note. Kudos to the black actor who played the paramedic. He had to remember all of his medical jargon.
Right?
He did. He was like, I was like, oh, okay, whoever you are. All that meant. Explained to Dr. Cutie Pie what was going on. I was like, okay, you got all his medical jargon. We need this and this and the confusion. I went going, okay, thank you, whoever you are. So black actor who played paramedic. Congratulations to you. That was good.
Yeah, he did good.
He did good. So there's several things we can talk about there. Because we led right into this. Do we like the new doctor so far? Is he cute? Potential?
I think he's cute. I think, I hope Steffi likes him.
That's what I think we're going with that. I think that's where we're going.
I cannot stand, oh no, I'm going to get hate mail. I cannot stand Liam and Steffi together. Cannot stand it. Never have liked it. Never will like it. You should not have to lock someone in a gun to get them to marry you. Okay? Don't like it.
Oh no, I'm glad you. No, I liked them as friends. I liked the new Steffi. They went back to the new Steffi again, where she was like, "I'm independent. I love my daughter. I love my work." I like that Liam said, "I'm always going to care about you guys." That's good. They're friends. It was a cute. I thought it was some cute. I wrote down cute scenes. But before we get into that, did Scott Clips take some buffed up pills and some deep voice pills? He was like, "Yeah, you know I love you," and a tight shirt. He's like, "You know I love you." I always remember. I'm like, "Who that? Who that is?" Like on the quarantine day, he's like even working out, I guess. Oh, big. Anyway, so much in that. But no, I like the fact that they're making them friends. Like that's fine. Please continue our whole thing of not repeating their parents' mistakes. No more Ridge, Taylor, Brooke. Don't go back and forth. Do not go back and forth. I'm with you, Amanda. Do not do that. Do not do that. They're friends. They have a kid. He's better with Hope. That's
because the main reason is that she is always second. She will always be second because his love of his life is Hope. So it's like, I love Steffi, but she deserves better than that.
I agree. I totally agree. So I think this doctor's going to be the thing, I think.
I was going to say, I'm hoping Dr. Finnegan warms up a little bit because he's like a robot right now. He strikes the...
Yeah, I don't know him personally. I don't know his work, so it's new for him.
I think I've seen him in a commercial. It's an insurance commercial.
Okay.
Where he plays a bad actor.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, wait a minute. That commercial for Liberty Insurance.
Liberty, yes.
I think that is
Liberty.
Yeah, I think it is him. I think it is him.
Yeah, I think that's the same actor.
That's funny. I also wrote that I love that Bill calls Ridge. There's just so much history there. It's just so much with all of them. And I wrote, Bill calls Ridge, so much history. Interrupts Brooke and Ridge's talk. They get put on hold. And Brooke and Steffi always got along. They always got along fine. So it always worked out fine. I like when he makes Steffi strong. I like her as a strong woman who's like, I'm not my mother, and I don't do that. I don't want to be like that. And I'm like, when they start having to slide a little bit, I'm like, well, don't do that. So I'm glad they went back to that. So I'm hoping they, like you, Amanda, keep it up.
Yeah. And once again, it was Steffi who had to draw the boundaries, because Liam was saying, I'll always be there for you. You know how much I love you. You know how much I love Kelly. You know how much I love our family. And she's like, dude, stop lying.
Right.
You're not always going to be here for us, because you can't.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not the reality of the situation. So just stop. Okay.
Yeah, I loved that too.
I forgot that they have Douglas still. I forgot they have Douglas also. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was hoping, you know, and Beth and Doug, I was like, oh, that's, they have their whole family over there going on. Yeah, full family over there. But yeah, I was like, okay. But yeah, I was like, that was a storyline. I was like, wow, they're going fast with that too. So we're going to see what happens there. But I wrote down, I kind of do like Bill and Stephanie in the same orbit. I kind of do. There's so many layers there too. It's like some layers there. I don't want them together, I don't think, but I just like that it bothers Ridge. And so it bothers Ridge, makes me happy.
Yeah. I think they're two equals. I think Steffi and Bill are two equals.
Right. So, but maybe Steffi.
That.
Okay.
Like, I was just gonna ask if y'all wanted Bill and Steffi together.
I don't mind them together because it would just make big storyline and make big storyline. But you guys both gave me great thought about Katie, though. Like so I don't know anymore now. You guys confused me. I was like, because now it's not that cut and dry. Because it's like, Katie and Bill are good together too. When they're good together, like she said, when they're good, they're good.
Yeah.
But Steffi is exciting, and Steffi is kind of like Bill a little bit. So I can see that. I can see how that can just be like fire. They look good together too. They're good together. Two dark hair beauties. I love it. So I don't know now. I don't know. Stay tuned, folks. I don't know. I'll see how it plays out. They got me thinking stuff. And also I got to mention that at the very end, Wyatt finds out that Steffi, oh my God, what's her name? Sally is lying. She's not sick. His eyes got all big, he got all watery, and it faded to black.
See, before I knew that we had another week of episodes, I was freaking out because I wanted to see that moment of Wyatt confronting Sally. And I want to see that moment where Bill tells Brooke, like, oops.
Yes.
I hit Steph.
Yes, I know.
Wait for that.
Yes, Amanda, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say one thing I thought of is, how can Ridge be married to Shauna and be married to Brooke?
They're not married.
They're divorced.
Well, he never filed the papers.
You not?
Remember? She was like, oh, I'm so, at the party where she was exposed, she was like, I'm so glad you didn't file those papers. That's why I was like confused. Maybe I missed something.
Or maybe you're right. I mean, it's been so long. It's been so long. I mean, I have to go back and look. It's been so long that normally we'd be on top of it. I'm like, I've been on top of it. So, I mean, maybe you're right. So maybe that'll come out. Maybe that whole thing, well, it's probably okay.
Well, that's like typical Ridge, right? Like, oh, I'm going to do this because I have an out, right?
That's so funny, typical Ridge.
He has an out now because he's saying, oh, no, I forgot to file the papers. Whoops.
That's true. You know? You're girl, you're right about that. It could be the out. It could be it. I don't know. It's been so long. I fully admit. And fans, you'll tell us if you're watching this. You'll tell us in the comments. I know you'll tell us if Amanda is correct. Because I don't remember. That's a good question.
I know. My memory's bad. I recap it and I don't even remember.
The thing is, we're all out of practice because it's been months. We've had basically old shows. We have not done this in a while. So I give us some slack. Some slack. We haven't been it's been a while. So and I don't know how long this is going to last. I have no idea if this is now from now on. I just hope we have another full week, and so. God willing, the three of us will be back again next week talking about Bold and the Beautiful here on JLJ Media because hopefully it's another good week. I saw the preview; looks good. The preview, obviously.
Do you think Wyatt would have slept with Sally?
No.
You don't think so, Amanda?
I think so. I have a feeling. I don't think she's going to get pregnant or anything. I think it was going to be something that was going to happen that was not going to work out.
that he was thinking about it.
I think he was thinking about it too.
But
he was thinking real hard about it.
He's a man. He's a man, so of course he was.
Yeah.
But I think he loves flow. I was thinking they're going to be in the middle of it, and he'll think of flow, and then not do it, possibly, because he said to her, "You know, I was never going to do it." I had a feeling he wasn't going. I had a feeling he wasn't going to go. I had a feeling he only meant to mention this part of the storyline. I thought it's not going to go fully like that. It's just her talking crazy, and I think that's what I thought. I don't know. I think they're going to do it.
Well, he is Bill's son.
That's true too. No, you're right. You're very true. And I actually like Wyatt more than I like Liam, so that's no story. Right, but I hate when Wyatt was wishy-washy. I didn't like that. I was like, that's Liam's job. That's not your job, Wyatt. Again, I was a Wyatt and Katie fan, so I feel like I got cheated on that one. I like them together.
Totally.
Yeah.
It worked.
They made a good couple, but it drove Bill nuts too.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes storyline. Which makes great storyline, folks. And that's our episode, folks. We done it. It's an hour. We done it. That's our episode. It was so much fun.
It was so fast.
It went so fast, but it was so much fun. I'm so glad, Amanda, you came on, and hopefully you'll come on again with us next week when we do it again. We'd love to have you back on again.
That'd be fun.
We love having a third person to help us talk about this, and I love this. I mean, this show is so good. Congratulations to all the folks at Bold and Beautiful, and the Bell family, for taking the precautions that they're taking to do this in LA. It's a hotbed here. It's not good here in LA. The COVID stuff is not good here. I'm hiding in my house most of the time. I know Tami's not out there all the time either. And it's really tough, but they're doing what they can to bring us this show. And I want fans, please be patient. They're doing everything. All the soaps doing everything they can. Trust me. I know fans get upset. And I'm like, do you want your soap actors to die because you want a soap opera? I'm like, screw you. I want my soap actors to be safe. I want the crew to be safe. Everybody to be safe. And they're trying to figure out the best way to do this so that it looks decent. And I think Bold and Beautiful did a great job this week, so congratulations to them. They did. I think they did a good job. And I'm sure you guys agree. I think they did a good job.
Hear anything about if they're filming still or not?
I don't know.
Okay.
They've been because for a while they stopped and they started, because in LA it's just we're shutting down again with stuff, and then we're opening. I mean, it's every day it's something different in Los Angeles, to tell you the truth. You watch the news, we have our mayor here, and it's every day it's something new. And Gavin Newsom, our governor, I mean, the cases are going up. We're like the highest in the country, I think, at this point of cases.
Florida is.
Oh, Florida is, and then we're
not. Florida beat New York's numbers.
Right, but we're not far behind. And
I
have two friends who just contracted it, so. I mean, I lost my cousin's husband died of it. So I mean, it's not fun here. Trust me, it's not. So I know they're all trying to figure out when they've been making announcements they're filming. They're not filming. I know GH is supposed to be filming this week. I think. I don't know. It's all been kind of secretive, but I think not for secretive sake. We're just kind of trying to figure this all out. I mean, I think it's kind of who can they bring back when they can't. A lot of the stars aren't talking, of course. They're talking. So we'll see how. But all I know is we got another new episode, a new week of episodes again. So I'm very, very excited. Now, folks, Amanda has a podcast, of course, One Beautiful Podcast. Please tell them where they can find your podcast and when it's on.
Okay, you can find my podcast on all the platforms at theboldandbeautifulpodcast.com or just The Bold and Beautiful Podcast.
Right, she kept it simple, folks. It's The Bold and Beautiful Podcast. That's right.
Yep. And we just had on, for a special interview, Brian Genesee. I wanted to make sure I said his name right.
I said it right.
Brian, who played Rocco Carner.
Yep. Back in the day.
I'm about to release that interview, and it was so fun. He was so sweet. I was so fangirling out.
That's so
I was trying to be like, okay, calm down. Yeah, you gotta focus. And he answered, and I'm like, hi.
Well, I'm very proud of you, Amanda, because I know you've said on my show that I was inspiration for you getting your stuff started, and I'm so proud of where you've come from. You started. Folks, you can do this, and she's doing it. I know you from your beginnings, so I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Keep it going.
Keep it going, girl. Keep it going. Get them stuff. Get more interviews. Keep it going. You can do it. I don't want to be the only one out there. That's all we can all do. There's room for all of us.
Yeah.
And you did so good for your interview. That's a good get. Good get. And so go ahead and follow her. Tami Goveia, where can they follow you?
On Insta, you can find me at Tami.Goveia, and on Twitter, you can find me at Tami Goveia.
And Tami and I are working on some stuff, so stay tuned for that. If you follow us, you will hear stuff. Follow JLJ Media, of course, everywhere on Facebook, all over the social medias, on Instagram, and you'll hear stuff. You may see some pictures or a post. You never know. So, I'm always working on something, but Tami and I are working on something also. So go ahead and keep that. Share this with anybody who needs to know about this actual podcast. I want to thank all the Bold and Beautiful Facebook groups, all the Bold and Beautiful Instagram groups that let me share this with them and on their pages. I appreciate you guys. You guys share it. You guys pass it on to other. And then there's also some Steffi pages and Liam pages. I mean, thank you so much and Brooke pages. Thank you so much. And a shout out to, again, Captain Kelly Lane, the Queen's birthday this weekend. And give it to her. And you can follow me. We're all James Lott Jr. is sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, even on TikTok, folks. Follow me on TikTok. I'm a star.
I love your TikTok.
See, they always say, she's following me. It's my TikToks. They're fun. We do good. We talk all kind of stuff. Have a good time. I might do something soapy on there soon. I haven't decided yet. I haven't seen. I'm gonna see if there's a big soap audience on there. I have no idea. So I'll try something. But everyone, please wash your hands, wear a mask, and have compassion for each other. We'll see you next time.